It's no secret that Dead by Daylight's progression system is very slow and sluggish, and this is a bit of a detriment for newer players of the game. And I feel like we're going to hear a lot more complaints about it now because there's going to be a lot more players playing whenever Five Nights at Freddy's releases later next year. Which sucks because Dead by Daylight is a genuinely fun game, despite what the player base will tell you. I think that Dead by Daylight is very fun if you don't really take it seriously. I think that a lot of people take it too seriously, and then the reason why they don't have fun is because they don't take it too seriously, but whatever. Progression sucks. Let's talk about it. I'm going to ramble about it unscripted, as I usually do. So, the progression, right? The progression in this game is slow for a number of reasons. Mainly, your currency gain isn't fast. I mean, it will be now over Christmas time because there's like a blood point modifier on at the moment, but it won't be as fast once that ends. It is very slow. You get like unless you're using offerings, you get like what, maybe like 10k a game, which might sound like a lot, but that's really not a lot. So like right now is like 100% bonus, so it's like 100k per game, which is really good. But once it's like 10k per game, it just becomes slow, especially if you decide, hey, you know what, I'm gonna buy a new character today, and you're wanting to get him, you leveled up, get his perks and whatever, and you're just not going to get him because the progression in this game is so awful. Now, what if, let's say, you didn't want to buy a new character, but you still want their perks? Um, then what's your option? Is there like a perk shop? Is there a way to get these perks for free without having to pay for a collaboration character or a chapter, even though you can get all non-licensed characters for completely free by just playing the game and earning iridescent shards, which is, I'm going to get into that in a second. No, it's instead the Shrine of Secrets, a system so bad that I don't think anyone even likes it or has used it properly, because yeah, this is just, it's just not right. To be honest, with the Shrine of Secrets, it's so useless that I'd say that your better option is just getting the character and getting them leveled up, because chances are the perks that you want will not appear in it, and if it does, it's probably going to be like years after you actually wanted it to appear. Mainly because there's only 4 perks that can appear per, like what, per week. There's only 4 perks in the whole thing, 2 for Survivor and 2 for Killer, which limits it so that if maybe you only play one role, then you've only got 2 perks to choose from, which is just insane. This isn't a good system. This is a terrible system. This is a system that needs changed immediately, and each perk costs 2,000 iridescent shards. Now, this would be such a problem if iridescent shards weren't so hard to get, and also, oh, they're not really like that hard to get. They're kind of easy-ish, but like not really. They just take a lot of time. So if you don't have enough time on your hands to play Dead by Daylight a lot, you're probably not going to be getting a lot of iridescent shards. But what's crazy is that even though like it's 2,000 for a singular perk, you could just get a character for either 2,250 for like some of the oldest characters in the game, 4,500 for a majority of the characters, or 9,000. While 9,000, sure, that would be a bit over the amount that it would cost for a Shrine of Secrets. Like, it would cost for a Shrine of Secrets perk if you got all 3 perks from the Shrine of Secrets. 4,500 and 2,250 are much better prices than the Shrine of Secrets if you were to somehow able to get every single perk from one character from the Shrine of Secrets, because we all know that's never happening. So Shrine of Secrets definitely needs to rework, especially just for licensed perks, I feel like, because the whole point is that a lot of perks that are licensed can also become meta at any time. So if you don't have this perk, then you just might not be able to play the meta, which sucks. And while sure that might be a bit of a thing only for competitive players, it still is an issue, because imagine not being able to play to your best ability because you just need to pay for a character or something, which sucks, obviously. The other thing, I guess, I wanted to talk about is just the Blood Web. The blood whip is super slow before you prestige anyone because you've got to individually choose each path and stuff, which isn't great, but once you unlock the auto unlock feature, it's faster, sure, but it's still incredibly slow. It just takes so long to level up that I kind of wish that the autoclaim would just show you which paths it picked and then just go to the next one. Not even like do like the animation, just claim all and then you go to the next one. That'd be such a better system and it would save so much time. But I guess maybe like the game wouldn't be able to load stuff properly or whatever. But that's just me, I guess. Um, to be honest, with the new player experience, I do think that they could definitely maybe try having better explanations of what perks do from whenever you're choosing a character. Like have like a bit of like a highlight instead of like a short little like blurb of, oh, these perks help you heal people, these perks help you repair generators. Instead explain how it helps, sort of like, oh, the Dwight's perks focuses on teamwork, knowing where your teammates are, knowing or like your teammates being able to come to you for generator repairs, or becoming a leader so that all your other teammates are faster whenever like healing or something. I'm not a game designer. I don't know if these are like these would be ideas that I think would be ideal for someone who's just starting out with the game. But I'm not a game designer. Things would be very different. Um, I guess the other thing would be a lot better tutorials. The tutorial in this game sucks. It is awful. All it basically tells you is this is how you throw a pallet, this is how you hide in a locker, this is how you do a generator, and this is how you escape. Okay, bye bye, have fun. Or if you're on the killer, it's this is how you hit people, this is how you break things, this is how you search lockers. Okay, have fun. The killer tutorial doesn't even teach you about lunges, which is like a something that you need to know because it is a very important mechanic of killers. So, I mean, I know that like lunges are very like easy to learn about by yourself, but I find it really funny that like lunges or whatever just aren't taught, like, because I didn't actually know that you could lunge at all like for a long while because it just doesn't tell you, and that's like a really annoying thing about lunges. So sometimes if you don't know how to lunge, you'll just miss attacks because you're not going the full distance, which, to be honest, I think that that's really funny, but they do need to sort that out. Do need to teach you how lunge works and whatever. Maybe have like some tutorials on looping, like advanced looping for dummies or something. Uh, type thing. I don't even know, to be honest, but definitely some like tips on how to you actually run the killer around a loop or something would be very nice. Something to teach you about how items work, something to teach you about how flashlight saves and how pallet saves work. You don't just learn these things as you're playing the game, you should learn them from the tutorial, in my opinion. I guess the final little thing that I want to touch upon is just um, definitely maybe have some way of, like, let's say for example you're looking at a survivor and they suddenly like go like super speed. I think that there should be some form of like pop-up or something that says that they used this perk, so you don't think that they're hacking, basically. Like, let's say for example a survivor just falls from a height and then they go super fast. There'd be like a tiny pop-up, or like there'd be like a pop-up that says balanced landing, or something like that, where it tells you this is what they used, type thing. I don't know if this would even work. I don't know if this is like a good idea, but definitely have some better way of confirming to the killer that these people aren't hacking and like using like speed hacks or whatever, because I have heard of people getting mistaken by like perks that just speed you up and thinking that's speed hacking, but that's a whole other can of worms. To be honest, that's probably about it for this sort of video. I guess the final thing I want to touch upon is maybe like killer specific tutorials, where it's like survivors get a tutorial on how to go against the killer and killers get a tutorial of how to go, or like how to play as the killer, type thing. It'd be a very good way to help people understand how a killer works from the base level and stuff like that. I guess that's my one tip, but hey, things can go either way with this game. It is hectic, but it's really fun, and I do hope that more people enjoy this game and play it once Five Nights at Freddy's comes out. And like and subscribe, whatever. I don't really care about that kind of stuff. Do or don't. I don't mind it. If you like this content, subscribe. If you don't, I don't know, make yourself a sandwich and eat it. I don't know. Anyways, bye.